The Magical Visit to the Dentist. In a magical forest, full of colorful flowers and singing birds, there was a kindergarten for little fairies. It was a place where each fairy learned magic and good deeds. Among them was Emily, a little fairy with blue wings and golden hair. Emily was very cheerful and curious about the world, but she had one big worry. She was afraid of the dentist. One day, during lessons at kindergarten, Emily heard that all the fairies would have a dental checkup. Emily felt her heart start to beat faster. She remembered her last visit to the dentist, who was not kind and embarrassed her. Since then, she was afraid to open her mouth in front of any dentist. Meeting with the Wise Fairy. As Emily sat sadly on a bench, the Wise Fairy, who was a teacher at the kindergarten, approached her. The Wise Fairy had long silver hair and wore a purple dress. She sat down next to Emily and asked in a gentle voice, "Emily, why are you so sad?" Emily looked at the Wise Fairy and told her about her fear of the dentist. The Wise Fairy smiled warmly and said, "I understand you had a bad experience, but not all dentists are the same. Would you like to try something new?" Emily thought for a moment and then nodded. The Wise Fairy took her hand and said, "I will take you on a magical visit to the dentist. Trust me, it will be a completely different experience." The magical journey. The Wise Fairy waved her wand, and suddenly Emily found herself in a completely different place. It was a land full of shining stars and rainbow bridges. In the distance, she saw a building that looked like a candy castle. It was a magical dental office. At the entrance, they were greeted by a friendly dentist, Mr. Tooth, who wore a white coat and had a smile on his face. Emily felt a little better seeing his friendly demeanor. Mr. Tooth said, "Hello, Emily. I'm glad you came to see me. Come, I'll show you that a visit to the dentist can be pleasant." The visit to Mr. Tooth. Mr. Tooth led Emily to a colorful room full of toys and books. There was also a magical mirror that showed how healthy and shiny teeth could be. Emily sat in a comfortable chair, and Mr. Tooth began to tell her a funny story about fairies who had beautiful teeth thanks to regular visits to the dentist. "Can I check your teeth now, Emily?" Mr. Tooth asked. Emily felt her fear slowly disappearing. She opened her mouth, and Mr. Tooth gently examined her teeth, telling funny stories along the way. Emily didn't even notice when the visit was over. Return to kindergarten. After the visit, the Wise Fairy and Emily returned to kindergarten. Emily felt proud and happy. She told her friends how nice Mr. Tooth was, and that there was nothing to be afraid of. The other fairies were surprised and intrigued. The Wise Fairy smiled and said, "You see, Emily, sometimes it's worth trying something new and not being afraid. This way, we can discover that what scared us isn't so frightening after all." Emily understood that, with courage and the support of friends, even the greatest fears can be overcome. She decided that from now on she would regularly visit the dentist and take care of her teeth, knowing that the dentist is her friend. Emily learned that it's worth giving herself a chance for new experiences and not being afraid to ask for help. Thanks to the support of the Wise Fairy and the kind dentist, Emily overcame her fear and realized that taking care of health is very important. You too can be brave like Emily and try to overcome your fears. Remember, you can always count on the support of friends and family.